Our cauldron. Katoskion Oski.
So it shall be. You prevailed in your attempt, but our enemy is time itself, and would seem that he is not prepared to abdicate his stolen throne as yet.
Prevailed, sure. And yet, I feel as though I've come no closer to achieving our true goal. My task, sometimes I fear, it's impossible.
Impossibility tends to be transient. Time would wear us down, but with patience, we can withstand him until our night arrives at last.
Patience, then. May you have pleasant dreams for as long as you slumber. And if and when you finally wake, know that this nectar shall be waiting for you.
Welcome to the...
Wait, welcome to the what? May you have pleasant dreams. Strength. Origination. The shard. Maybe the spade. Break the siege. Beginning assignment.
You wouldn't know it, Witchy, but I'm mad this evening. Nothing you did, mind. Fortunately, when I'm mad, I do good work. The best damn work, if I say so myself.
My silver.
Flying about. At first I took him for some giant ghostly bird, but it's that kid of Daedalus, all right. I reckon he made his latest wings himself. He's not too bad.
Come on up. Let's see.
the enemies of Hades near and far. May ravens strip you of your flesh and eyes, all your extremities sent to a pickle jar, and beetles spit up from your mouths of lies. Whether you dwell upon the surface or below, your every step shall be with stabbing pain. No peace or mercy you shall ever know, ere you repent and die again. So mote it be.
In one forgotten recess of the fallen city, a solitary seeker of profane mysteries conducts her undertakings beneath a pale, distant moon.
I've learned a curse or two from this one.
You're back.
I almost pity our enemies, knowing you shall make them rue each night they dare oppose us, Lady Medea. Please, I wanted you to have this.
The nectar of the gods. Why, this shall be most useful to my work, for the strongest curses come from honeyed words. Here, let me make this worth your while.
From one sorceress to another. Thank you.
Ah, the sorceress returns. Not had your fill of this putrescent atmosphere? Or merely not succeeded yet in breaking the Titan siege?
Not succeeded yet. Kronos can replenish his forces as quickly as Olympus can repel them. Have you found any weaknesses in their ranks?
They cannot be permanently slain, are barely susceptible to my most noxious poisons, and are single-minded in their devotion to the Titan Lord. Any of those sound like weaknesses? So it shall be. You're all worked up.
Hold still. The Master Craftsman's gift.
How's it going?
Ready, dude? The only Western team to win, and it's versus team.
Who do you think will win, dude?
Order.
The only Western team to win.
One left. I bid you shine for me again tonight.
A boon from Master Blacksmith Hephaestus is prized by warriors all the world over. To you, he gives it readily, knowing Olympians alone cannot stop what has begun. Look forth.
One less pylon. What else is here? You shades are getting out of there. There they are.
yourself up.
That hit the spot. I see you.
It's really true about the Fates, that Kronos somehow got to them. Doesn't want to take any chances anymore. Did the Fates prophesize their own captivity?
How can you be so casual about this? If the Fates themselves couldn't stop Kronos, we won't have an easy time. We're beholden to chance ourselves.
So what if we are? You know not even I always hit my mark. What do I do if I miss? I take another shot. The greater the skill, the less is up to chance.
Go unseen. Let's get the lay of the land. I'll send your soul into the depths of hell. You chose the wrong side.
You came closer than ever to our mountaintop. I hoped, perhaps, that we could meet at last, but we've more pressing matters to attend to now, the both of us.
Our bond renewed. Let's see. The Trident Sigil.
What's all this flotsam about Kronos abducting the three Fates? Impossible! A ploy to take us off our guard. Don't go believing everything you hear, my niece.
The tides come in. I'll show myself out.
Next, how do you feel about Barrow?
Oh, what? Cloth?
Such is the smuggler's life. Already put his eye again, good niece. Although presumably you
It's
must have
awful.
known, as likely all the unmarked packaging concealing this boon was soaked all the way through.
Gallon? That's a good word.
Surging on.
I never understand Aguki.
That time already. Just wanted to be left alone. Moved to the countryside, quiet life of the shepherd and all. Only for you to drag me out of retirement.
I've done no such thing. I'm going to the docks. You're choosing to try and stop me when you could be tending to your sheep instead.
Oh, I'll tend to them all right. But in order to do that, I gotta tend to the likes of you first. Just like I used to in the good old days.
Dude, the voice actor for Silk got an MCU.
He's playing Sid in the MCU.
Wake up,
Blackness. He went from bad to a big bad.
yeah, you.
Not this!
I know you're here. Oh, it's the spot.
He ate his sheep!
Ate his feet.
Eat this shit.
No use hiding from me.
Damn it.
Oh my god, why is every streamer playing this?
No!
80s?
No.
So
14.
much for my meal ticket, huh?
I don't know. Fucking.
Iron Mouse and the other guy hit it because of like a donation incentive,
Barely
right?
escaped from him.
Hold on.
See that post I put
What
down there?
happened there, Threenos?
So,
I should be better than this.
yes.
There you are. Sooner you get out of here, sooner I can go through all your stuff.
My streamer group I'm watching is also.
What did you used to do, Lord Moros? I mean, before all this. I have only the vaguest sense of it.
I served my sisters, the Three Fates, both as their advocate and as their guardian. The Fates determine when mortal lives draw to a close, and also sometimes how. I would bear witness to these more specific weavings.
The mortals must have appreciated your diligence. Has somebody else since taken over your responsibilities?
You could say that, I suppose.
Welcome, Lord Charon. I shall, Lord Charon. It's all here.
Been talking to Hypnos again? He can't hear you, you know. Kind of what happens when somebody's fast asleep.
Sleep is not as simple as you make it out to be. I think he can sense my words and intentions.
Sensing words and intentions, yeah. Sounds exactly like the Hypnos I knew.
Up and about. You be wary of the sorts you meet out there, all right? You find a live one gives you any trouble, you know where to hit them where it hurts.
I most certainly do. Take all the time you need.
Time to watch my favorite streamer.
Lady of the Batman Bonanza.
What the? Oh, hey.
My God.
Together we shine.
The streamer interacted.
Ban him quickly.
I'd not expected Lady Medea to be stationed in Ephira still, Headmistress. To think even a witch of her experience wasn't able to prevent the city's fall.
It was not her responsibility to try. Medea was there to blend with the locals. It seems she's even more successful at it now, with most of them deceased. I trust she aided you in her own way.
That she did, yes. Through Ephira. I will not fail.
Off to pay us all a visit then, we'll try. Reckon you're liable to get into a tussle or two on the way, but I can offer a complete protection plan against that sort of thing.
The Forge of the Heavens. Gold coins. Traitor.
Oh, fuck.
You had it out with Polyphemus, so I hear. Recall distinctly how he lost his eye. Let's say Flame played a vital part and leave it there. Almost felt sorry for the lad, but he's been getting by. I'm getting in your way.
Shades, I release you.
We reunite.
Down, O moon. Lend me your light.
You have no memory of Nyx. It was the night herself who found me, discarded and unwanted, and erased me from my youth. But when the Titan Kronos took the House of Hades, she was there. I miss her still. Please make your choice. Then wield my light with grace. I found something.
Ooh.
Speak with you about Malinoe, but this is not the hour or the means. At least you can hear me, can't you? and I can sense your presence, faint and distant though it may be.
The barrier's weakening. Not now. Let's have a look around.
Fucking goddamn it! Every time.
You're either good or ill fortune. Not yet made up my mind. Prepare.
You'll be out in no time, Shares.
My window!
Grandmother. Hear me, on my authority.
You earned your share. That's all it takes, huh? We get to know each other, you'll live to regret it. Happens all the time. Peace.
I can use this. Next up. Suffer no more. Almost finished.
A valuable is near.
Shades
close enough myself. I hope he's still all right. I hope everyone's all right. We'll get them back. Keep doing everything we can.
And we're off. Hi. Some bones. Enough of this place.
I see something for you.
Some coins.
How shameful that we now resort to common subterfuge. Having our correspondence smuggled to and fro by the erstwhile boatmen of the dead.
Lord Charon set up shop.
Hey, what's your beef with Kronos anyhow? He wants to change stuff up a bit, so what? Life's hard up here. It could be easier.
It won't be. That town back there, as you call it, would have been bustling with mortals. Now it's a festering necropolis. All thanks to the Titan.
My sheep, they're glad to be alive. No complaints. But individuals like you got too many ideals. Best I eat you and be done. What I tell
What?
you?
Get off!
Oh, fuck. No! I just want driftwood. Ah!
Oh, ate me alive back there. Blasted wretch got me, Phrenos. I'll keep a healthier distance next time.
Fear me.
Princess, you said something before to me, Princess, concerning mortal kind, that surely they appreciate my diligence because I'm with them in the final moments of their lives. The truth of it, however, is they hate me, most of them, in life as well as death.
I appreciate your candor, What you say aligns with some of the rumblings I've heard from shades loyal to us. Though it's strange, Lord Moros. Your reputation is one thing, but you, it seems, are entirely another.
From you, Princess? I'll take that as a compliment.
It was a compliment. One, please.
Try again? The hell are you doing talking to me? You get your scrawny ass back out there and get that Titan. What are you waiting for?
Rude.
Evening.
You and Commander Skelemius both were great and famous sailors, weren't you, Odd? Did the two of you ever meet in your mortal days?
Oh, great sailor is an understatement, goddess. They say his exploits rivaled even mine. Alas, that I never once had an opportunity to witness his prowess. Oh, it must have been something.
We're fortunate to have you both. To the mountaintop. Raining. Let us together shine this night, O moon.
The dark of night begins, as does your task. And I am here to usher you into that dark, toward inevitable victory and death. Behold. Surpassing strength.
Don't know if it's a silver gear or what, but for a bit there I thought I was staring at the moon. Don't much get to see the moon in my line of work. No problem.
Into Aphira. That barrier's back up.
A bit of this. Good evening. Another nectar bottle you can spare on my behalf? Oh, this shall be a splendid compliment with several much less pleasant ingredients, whose aroma this ought to disguise.
I shudder to think what concoction you have in mind, though trust you shall make use of that in service to our cause. How long have you resided here, Lady Medea? I thought all our forces fled once the city was overrun, but you seem rather comfortable.
Oh, yes, all the death and panic made for many vacancies. I slipped in through the shadows soon after the city fell and remained, practicing, observing. Great Hecate has eyes upon the surface everywhere. As you desire.
Thanks.
So more to be. Tread lightly, sorceress.
The barrier's lost some of its strength.
Our paths keep crossing, huh? I'm working here, sister. Care to pitch in? Fine, but don't get underfoot.
I hate him. I hate this guy so much.
You shades are getting out of there.
Excuse me, just fucked up.
fearing it. As well they ought. The hearth fires of every home there in that wretched city you reside in, all of them burned out. Not that I'm mad. Oh, no.
Olympus.
You seem to know the boatman pretty well. Worked together before?
I've had occasion to visit your realm in the past. The boatman is my supplier. And evidently yours as well. Buying up all the merchandise.
There.
Something nearby.
Ghastly thing. Olympus.
We've confirmed sightings of that heiress buzzing about. She's from your realm, not ours, so you may be more privy to how come she's showed up uninvited, though that tends to be her style. Somebody needs to shoo her away already.
Greater strength. Show me the surroundings. And now for you.
I located something.
Few more pylons left.
Olympus in your father's house, and I had the pleasure of accompanying her. One day, she didn't show up. I knew right then and there something was off.
Let's pick up the pace. For me.
Look at what I found. I located something.
Olympus, I accept this message. That was my boon. Back to nature.
How much do I have? Even the gods have their price. All right.
Life. Gods watch over us.
What is it now? You know who's disrespected me like this? Nobody. Nobody took my sheep. Took my eye.
Nobody took your eye. You must have lost it. I'll keep an eye out for it. I mean,
Nobody's gonna pay for all that someday. But you're gonna pay right now. Metaphorically, I mean. I'm not gonna take your money. Just gonna eat you. Bones and all. Too bad. Some friends over for dinner. There you are. Night forever.
Oh, the sheep!
Sounds like we're done here.
Did you just die to a sheep?
I just died to the sheep.
Oh,
Dreamer, no!
Damn it.
okay, buddy. Sometimes we just lose to the sheep.
I'll have to be more careful, won't I, Phrenos?
I'm so mad.
So what's up?
Did you find your driftwood?
No.
Your family has been of keen interest to the Fates for some time, hasn't it? Ever since Kronos learned he was doomed to be usurped by his own children.
A prophecy that was only fulfilled because Kronos learned of it and desperately tried to prevent it from coming to pass. Perhaps I'd have an easier time with the fated list if I tried to thwart it at every turn.
I wouldn't second guess too much. Later, your father and uncles drew lots to divide up their rule of the world. By chance, your father wound up with the least desirable part, didn't he?
Perhaps the underworld best suited him. So now it's my turn to see that the will of the Fates is done. If they even planned this far ahead.
They were captured, so this can't all be according to their plan. But they are counting on your aid.
I appreciate their confidence.
Yes, ma'am.
No, one last thing, Eris. The headmistress might have promised Mother she'd look after you, but I did no such thing. So get out of here before I get upset.
Oh, please, Nemi, you're already upset. And I'll come and go as I like, thanks. So damn boring here, I can't stand it for long anyways.
Come and go as you like. You're jeopardizing the task. Don't be such a child.
Don't be such a child. Wait, does that make you my mom? I never answered to Nyx. Think I'm about to start with you.
You'll get what's coming to you either way.
Ooh, a threat.
Trade you.
Back in one piece.
You're right. So, the Arms of Night have revealed to you some of their former selves. Or future selves, perhaps? Few have earned the right to bear such weapons, much less take advantage of their different likenesses.
The various aspects I've discovered. Some of the bearers I know well. Medea, Artemis. They're all connected to you, aren't they?
It is not as simple as you may presume. You bear a set of artifacts whose aim is to safeguard the underworld. Each aspect is of somebody who played a part in this, or shall.
It seems I'm in good company. The Eye. Aphira awaits. Headmistress, guide me.
My, isn't that the glimmer of a golden apple on you, love? I knew you had good taste. Their uses are more plentiful than you can imagine. Brew the most delicious nectar, distract beautiful rivals, initiate great wars, you name it.
Olympus, I accept this message. There. Heading in. Fix the barrier, did they?
A mortal-made stone likeness of the grim lord of the dead stands in the center of the city, looking on at the devastation sown as if in stunned silence.
This is my... father. Need a quick overview. You test my patience. Death to Kronos. Should put a dent into that barrier.
Awaken your true strength.
Down, O moon. Lend me your light.
I see often the gleaming sister blades within your grasp. I knew eventually that they would reawaken and accept you as their bearer. May their swiftness overwhelm your foes. The choice is yours.
all of you.
The surface used to be more pleasant, but ever since the siege, Uncle Poseidon has been going all out with quakes and cataclysms in response, stirring up the land like it's his mixing bowl.
Apollo's light. That's better. It's been a busy night.
Fucking damn it!
We meet, sister. Need a break from all the slaughter.
gotta
Just stand
stop doing
back.
that.
Far back.
He doesn't have to be like this.
I'm walking into rooms soon.
You'll be out in no time, Shades.
Out of my way. Weak. Call it even. I look like I want to have ourselves a chat. We're done here.
The barrier's weakening. Just a couple of these left.
Got to say, when we first met, I was uncertain what to make of you. Don't always trust you, witchy types is all. But if you're worthy of Aphrodite's blessing, you get the package deal.
Now to head back. Laughable. Caught. Mistakes were made. All right. Coin for Charon. Hear me, on my authority. That's good.
That's just the way it is, though the benefits are more than worth the asking price. You got my guarantee.
Time to send a message. May moonlight guide you.
Heard you were back.
You said nobody took your eye before, as well as your sheep. How did you lose them then?
Nobody played a dirty trick on me as Al. Plus the sailors thought they could get away with my sheep. So I ate a couple of them. The sailors, that is. But nobody got me when I wasn't looking. Then he got away.
And you've sought vengeance on this nobody ever since?
Oh, not me personally. Someday somebody's gonna get nobody for what he did. So I am gonna get you right here and now. Yeah, another. Where are you?
Oh, did he eat the bad sheep?
You lousy little...
Don't stand in my way. A gift.
Kiddo.
Huh. And now to set a course. Message for me.
Oh, I stepped in the fire.
Next vessel. Ash for my arcana. More coming. Ensnared. punished. My silver shines. The Black Flagship.
Surprise, surprise. You know, cousin, one thing you and Hephaestus have in common is you don't seem to get a lot of sun. I often try to coax him from his cave, and while I usually fail, not this time.
Off it, mate, before the witcher catches on to your routine. Now make yourself useful over here. Let's start sticking these summer right where you don't get a lot of sun.
The ship's helm. Now for the last one. There. Some mandrake seeds. For my father.
Oh my god, this is cheating.
The sheer might of the moon. In the name of Hades. A sudden surge. Strength of the gods. Every time.
Give back the golden apple that you took from me last time, and I might just let you walk this once. What do you say?
You mean the golden apple that you very likely stole? Supposedly they grow but in a single garden, and I highly doubt that such a place would let you in.
Life starts to get a lot more interesting once you accept that you don't always need an invitation to show up. Fine, keep the apple then. I've got a whole lot more. Come on.
Oh, fucking.
Return to Shadow now.
Should you have reached Olympus, what then?
Get out of my head. See what I get for staying out all night, Frunos.
Boo.
Fates protect you.
Considering how well you seem to know Odysseus, surely you know brave Commander Skelemius, do you not? Brave and humble. For I scarce know anything about his past.
Skelemius, you say? I know of no one by that name, and my recollection is infallible. Perhaps he hails from a distant land, presided over by its own strange gods.
No, that can't be.
Prepared for more?
Let me see. Katoski on Oski.
Interesting.
It is done. I've need of that. Oski on Katoski.
What else?
May I? Here you'll grow strong.
And that concludes our lesson for today. At ease. I must not partake in such extravagances, for my disciples are counting on my clear-eyed counsel and undivided attention. But tell you what, I'm gonna save this one for later when I'm off, okay?
What you call an extravagance, it must be nothing compared to the luxuries of my father's house. Yet you never want for anything, besides the occasional hit or two. Unfinished business here.
Word reaches us that you located Hades' flower. How he must seethe, incarcerated in that pit of despair. Although at least he's whole. What of your mother? Nothing still?
Guy's bounty. Excellent stuff. Just squeeze on through. Pylon destroyed.
I bid you shine for me again tonight.
On nights as dark as this, I think only of Nyx. She ruled the underworld within your father's house, and she cared for me, amongst so many others. She knew I sought the heavens. Go, she said, and please keep watch for me up there. Please make your choice.
I'll keep them busy for you.
Look at you. Well done. That's all of them.
Hail, sister.
I can't exactly drink this on the hunt, you know. But I can squirrel it away for safekeeping. Maybe once all this is settled, we can share a bottle and get properly caught up.
Or, failing that, we could always keep on teaming against vengeful spirits and the like. Although it's nice to keep the possibility in mind.
That massive Cyclops Polyphemus. Saw him fast asleep the other night. Then you were able to sneak up and incapacitate him, just like that. I stay far downwind of him myself.
I'm tempted to just smile and nod through this one, Artemis. But my dealings with the Cyclops haven't involved much stealth. Though at least I can get past him at this point.
And how do you get through the rift beyond the docks? You swim? You still like doing things the hard way. The only way. Stay safe, sister.
Olympus, I accept this message.
A small discovery.
Ah. Straightforward. Where else can we go? chance. Further refined. One less pylon.
Was forsaken by the gods, yet here we are, ungrateful wretches. Not had many weddings of late. Not many funerals either. Though lots of death, destruction, and the like.
Oh. Feeling fine. Almost through.
She and I don't always chat, running around a lot, being discreet and all, but we exchange a knowing look from time to time.
Little spring in my step. Some of these golden coins.
I see something for you.
In you go. In the name of Hades. Lord Charon?
Chow time.
You know, if you've been having trouble sleeping, there's got to be a better solution than these repeated drubbings from me.
I tried a lot of stuff. Sleeping on a full stomach, sleeping on an empty stomach. Nothing worked, but this works just fine for now.
Fast asleep again.
On the outskirts of the city lies a makeshift dock, from which a vessel may cut through the channel across the land toward the mountain of the gods.
Looks like I'll need a ride. Don't be afraid. Transfer now. Be gone. Olympus, I accept this message. By her grace. You again. Be gone from here.
The gods must want for us to give another glorious performance, huh?
It's not supposed to be here.
Stand clear. Pathetic.
Caught.
Watch it. You work, you get paid. You never saw me, I never saw you. Scoot. Peace, sister.
Now for the captain's wheel.
Heads up, Ellie.
Hi.
Sorry to interrupt.
Good work.
As a mortal kid confined to a tower, I was relatively well provided for, but this... I know better than to envy the gods, especially with what they're going through lately. But they definitely know their drink.
The gods have always lived well, but your own life was so short and difficult. You must still have a lot of making up to do, and I thought maybe this could help. You know, you've changed. You seem more full of life. I catch these glimpses of your face while you're in flight, and it's like there's a joy in you I never saw before.
Well, there's the flying, which admittedly doesn't get old. And then there's seeing you, taking on the legions of Kronos single-handedly, using all your training. Wow.
I didn't take them on single-handedly, Icarus, but it's good to know about the flying. It must be exhilarating.
It is, Melly. You could always see right through me, so no point trying to sell it short. I hope some night you'll get a shot at it and tell me what you think. Ah, yes. I'll be in touch.
Off he goes.
Ginger roots and cypress twigs. Gust of wind and spray. Come, don't be shy.
Madam Cersei, I'm grateful that we had a chance to meet again after all this time. Your kindness to me always meant a lot, and I wanted to give you this small token in return.
Nectar! Oh, thank you, little miss. I've made attempts to brew my own, but never get it right. Though why don't you take this in kind? Think of it as a little island souvenir.
It's beautiful and quite adorable. Thank you.
Welcome, Poppet. Though, forgive me that I have not invited you inside my little hut. Such hospitality I don't extend to anyone. And I make no exceptions, not even for you.
Madam Cersei, that is perfectly all right. And there's no need to explain. We all live in seclusion in our own way. What other way is there? With privacy comes peace of mind.
I'm grateful that you understand. Of late, I share my simple home with beasts, but that is all. This Isle of Aia is not mine, of course. Rather, it's my dear companion, and can be yours. So please, help yourself to anything you need whilst here. So mote it be.
Did it work? Mandrake seeds. Aphrodite, in the name of Hades. This feeling, oh. Well? Onward.
Darkness guide you.
One with Selene. This way. This way.
Charon's ship.
Be on your best behavior now, gorgeous, for I present to you our most resplendent queen. No stranger to the ways of war, or to extinguishing the wretchedness that festers in the hearts of the wicked. Behold, our Lady Hera.
I think we're past the need for such pomp, Aphrodite. But then, more goddesses ought better understand the need to keep appearances, even in troubled times. Especially in troubled times.
This must be love.
Isn't this great, Trouble? Now, before I shoot you all to hell, I just want us both to take a moment to breathe, relax, really just appreciate all that we have.
These senseless fights with you, I cannot rightly say I appreciate them at all. Though, at least the moon is beautiful tonight.
That's the spirit. Now, how about we stain that pale glow of hers in blood and ichor, huh? And we'll let the sea drink its fill for good measure. She started it. A golden apple.
To feel again the stable earth beneath her feet replenishes within the princess of the underworld her nearly limitless resolve, as her objective finally draws near.
Mount Olympus. There it is ahead.
Thus, the ever-ready princess of the underworld gained the very heights of Mount Olympus to confront an unspeakable horror that awaits. So unspeakable is that horror that it cannot adequately be described, nor even shown. At least not at this time. All that it offers now is a deep sense of dread, and swift return from whence the princess came.
No! Return to Shadow now.
How long was I out? You knew I could do it, didn't you, Phrynos?
Oh, finally.
Come along, then. You must know the three fates better than anyone, besides maybe Nyx herself. Though, forgive me for invoking her.
It's quite all right. The fates I know full well, but Mother Nyx? We saw her seldomly. The nature of our work was such that even she would almost never get involved. Besides, she'd many other children to attend to.
I'm sorry to hear that. My mother's the queen. We've never even met since I was an infant. Nobody around here seems to know their blasted mothers, come to think.
Come now, the mothers can't be blamed. We children can be so insufferable, true?
True. What? I'll just clean this up.
Is this what you want, Eris? To have our aimless clashes, only then to sneer at one another here again and again? Such a worthy cause.
Who are you to say what makes a worthy cause? 'Cause yeah, I happen to be quite all right with everything. It's genuinely been a real blast.
You're unbelievable.
Thanks, Trouble.
Commendable result.
I vanquished Eris on the surface, but could go no farther from that point. I was nearly at the base of Olympus, yet my path was sealed, like it didn't even exist.
Eris must find all of this delightful, certainly. That pathway wasn't sealed, 'twas a void. No incantation is required, merely patience for the future to unfold.
But Olympus needs us now. My task could ill afford to wait. That's why we started when we did. That's what you said.
Time works in curious ways, Millenoi. That much we have experienced firsthand. Fear not. The path to Olympus shall open. Mortals pray for such outcomes. We but wait.
We but wait. What now?
Hello there.
During a recent voyage, I found Circe the Enchantress on her little isle, evidently safe from all the turmoil at sea. Don't you two know each other fairly well?
In life and death, we can but strive to know each other well, Goddess. Though I knew Circe just a bit, at least. As casual acquaintances is all. Why do you ask?
Oh, just in case you wanted me to tell her anything when next we met, as she may be providing some assistance when I navigate the Rift of Thessaly.
No need to tell her anything. Best keep your focus on the task at hand.
Noted. All grown up.
Ah, that's a nice touch.
Drink of the earth. Nem's still out there, I guess.
Just checking up on you. Should be of use.
Into the pot. Shades of the dead. Reagents in the pot. Heed now my plea. Become what I have sought.
So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Wait, there's more of them.
But that, disciples, is a tale for another circumstance.
Power to create. This'll take a little while. Should be here soon enough. Hey, I was thinking I'm due for a good boil in the springs. Join me for a bit?
A visit to the baths with you right now? Ha! Sure, I'm honored to accompany you, Goddess. Practically feel it in my bones. I trust the temperature is to your liking,
You've met many goddesses even in your mortal days, haven't you, Odd?
In this, I'm very fortunate indeed. The Lady Athena often watched over me. I'd never have survived the war if not for her. Then, on my travels home, there was Calypso and Circe, a witch not unlike you.
Circe used to study under Headmistress, always with her crystals. And Calypso, she's a nymph, correct? A lesser goddess, I suppose.
Nothing lesser about her, with respect. These goddesses, the hospitality they showed me, why, it almost made me forget myself. Forget my family.
But you did not forget. You made your journey home. Even I know the tale.
It's a tale, Goddess. Anyway, life takes its complicated turns. Take it from me. That was a splendid and much-needed time. Truly appreciate the invitation.
How strange to be encountering this brother of mine here. So then he truly hasn't stirred at all?
Not once. Headmistress Hecate says Hypnos was already fast asleep when she recovered him from my father's house. You never visited him there before?
It wasn't my place. We each come from big families, don't we? Odd families. You know how it is.
I'm beginning to, yes. Stay strong, my friends. Here you are. Fresh from the pot. What to cast?
Olympus rise. You're ready.